but now we're going to get started. Please welcome Fernando, Professor Fernando.
Hi, good morning, everyone. That was really beautiful, Malcolm. Thank you so much. So we thought of starting with some music today to help us really embrace the energy of the day, of the moment, and to begin to create some connections with you. Today we're going to be talking about anxiety and kind of like alternatives to help us manage and understand anxiety. So I'd like to start by asking you to turn to the person next to you because we're going to be building community and building connections. If you don't know the person next to you, please feel free to introduce yourself. And if you already know the person next to you, at least find one more person that you don't know that you can introduce yourself to. Just greet them, say good morning. The whole point of today is to build community, to start creating bridges. Once you have introduced yourselves, I want you to talk about what anxiety is, how would you define anxiety, and perhaps what are the kinds of things that can make us anxious. And then we're going to begin formally the event by talking a little bit about the psychology and the science of both anxiety and creating unity. And I'll be in charge of that aspect of the presentation. But today is much more about science and psychology. Today is more about the art and the practice of learning to befriend that anxiety and manage it. And that's when we're going to bring Sajana into the conversation. So just turn to each other, meet a new person, and just brainstorm about what kinds of things, what is anxiety first, and then what kinds of things makes us anxious. And then we're going to start sharing. I'll share the mic with a couple of you. That way, Sajana, maybe we can have a little bit of a reading of the group, and then we'll formally start the presentation. So take 2 or 3 minutes to start creating community. Thank you.
What are you majoring in?
Right now. All right, thank you so much. Do you get to meet someone new? Everybody? You did? Okay, so let's start together. How do we define anxiety? How can we begin to label anxiety? What is your definition of anxiety? One at a time, please.
My personal definition is the worry of what's to come, not the present and the past.
So anxiety, it has this pull that seems to drive us to think about the future, right? So usually in psychology, we have this rule of thumb that anxiety is like thinking about what's coming, and then depression is associated with what is in the past, right? It's not a law or anything like that, but it's kind of like a rule of thumb that if your psychology is in the past, chances are your emotion is going to be depressed. And if your mind is kind of like obsessive with the future, then you're probably going to get that energy. Anxiety definitions.
I specifically like to think about it as negative stress about the future, and instead of just stress in general, because there can be like positive stress.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. So, in the interest of time, I'm going to paraphrase a little bit of what Mike said in the back. He said something very similar. We started to talk about anxiety as the negative side, and about worries that we have. But then very quickly, he also said, but anxiety can be good too, right? So how many of you realize that anxiety can have like a positive tone to it, right? So anxiety can actually be a friend, and anxiety can be helpful to a certain extent. And it's kind of like the level of anxiety that we experience. Healthy levels of anxiety can actually be defined as good stress. Anybody knows the word for that? What do we call good stress? Eustress, right? So that's good stress, good anxiety. But too much stress becomes distress, and that's when anxiety can actually take the best of us. So today we're going to begin kind of like thinking about that. All right, can we have the presentation up? Thank you so much. So my job is to do a really basic introduction of how in psychology we would talk about anxiety and think about anxiety. But I am not the star of today's show. We have Sajana coming up pretty soon, and she's going to be talking about more about the practice and the art of understanding anxiety and welcoming anxiety, and understanding how we can be connected to other people in order to regulate that anxiety. So, oh, in here? Oh, sorry about that. Also, the presentation is loaded for the online event. Okay, got it. should be almost there. I just didn't know I had to lock me. I thought he was going to lock it for me. All right, beautiful. So these kinds of things give me a lot of anxiety. Ah, I had a little mini panic attack just now, so goodness, I was able to survive. All right, beautiful. So this is our basic definition of anxiety, pretty much paraphrasing many of the things that you already know. But when we don't deal with anxiety in healthy ways, it can actually become not just distressing, but dysfunctional and deviant, right? So we can begin to approximate psychological disorders. Some fun facts about anxiety in the United States. As you can see, this is a pretty serious disorder. It's the most common mental health condition in the United States. So we're talking about something that not only is familiar to you, but is something that is pretty characteristic, unfortunately, of many of the things that we are experiencing as a nation. So we can talk about psychological research until we're blue in the face, but the purpose of today's event is more to talk about the non-cognitive aspects of anxiety management. And we're going to give you some tools and strategies that you can begin to apply in order for you to regulate anxiety and to embrace it and welcome it into your life. And one of the keys that we want to highlight today is that if you're feeling separated from the world, then you're much more likely to activate and increase anxiety or to intensify it. So anxiety is going to arise whenever you start experiencing hypervigilance. And is it, oh my gosh, Braden, who said that sometimes you feel kind of like paranoid when you feel anxiety, or you feel like people are talking behind your back, or that other people are not really including you. So that was kind of like some of the context of our discussion back there. And that's what we call hypervigilance, social disconnection, perceived threats. So those are the kinds of things that are going to increase anxiety. And in order for us to manage it, we can look for social connection in order to help us reduce those stress markers. So the brain is social by definition, and the more we can drive social support into our lives, the more likely it is that we're going to be able to regulate that anxiety. And there is all kinds of research that talks about the neurobiology of helping us regulate anxiety. I teach a class called Positive Psychology. This is a shameless plug. Psych 262, I have some students of mine in here. But if you're interested in learning more about that, we do offer a whole class that actually goes in detail regarding these aspects. But in that class, we reach a conclusion. This is kind of like a spoiler. The number one factor that predicts happiness, and this comes from longitudinal research, the number one factor that predicts happiness is social relationships. It's not about money. It's not about status. It's not about how many followers you have. It's about the quality of the social connections that you have in your life. So I hope if you forget anything that we talked about today, please remember that. It's all about social connections. All right. That's a little bit of the introduction of understanding anxiety as a general disorder, understanding anxiety as it relates to populations and mental health, understanding ways to regulate and to manage it. In psychology, we have actually finally started to pay attention to some ancient traditions that have existed for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. The most important protocol that has been established, if you're interested in the research or if you would like this to be your career path, I highly recommend that you look into MBSR, mindfulness-based stress reduction. This is a very specific protocol that is now part of many training programs in medical school, nursing school, business schools, sports psychology. MBSR is something that you can learn to do on your own, or you can take courses and get certification, or is something that perhaps you can build into your career, whatever career. I don't care, accounting, you can do MBSR in accounting, right? Mortuary science, please do MBSR. Pretty much for any career, we highly recommend it. So that's a little bit about the science and definitions of anxiety. Now let's turn into the practice. Let's turn into the applied stuff. And I would like to ask you to help me welcome Sajana Godar, who is a master teacher. She's joining us from Nepal. She's a humanitarian, and she's here. I feel very fortunate that she's going to join us here. So please welcome Sajana.
Thank you, Professor Fernando. Thank you, everyone. So we say namaste in Nepal. The way how you say hello, we say namaste. And maybe most of you might not have known about Nepal also. How many do you know about Nepal? Do you know anything about Nepal? What have you known about Nepal? Are you from Nepal? Yeah. Oh, that's why like neighboring country. So other than that, who have known about Nepal? No? Okay. So for you all, it might be interesting. Some might be curious about who am I, or some might be like wondering where is Nepal? So Nepal is a country full of mountains. So whenever you have time, you can come and join trekking, hiking. So the way how you have all this cactus here, we have all mountains around there. And that's about Nepal. And now, are you all open to listen me or to be heard? What is your aim today? Do you want to be heard or to be listened? Do you want to share? Does anyone want to share? Why are you all here? Do you want to be heard or do you want to be listened? Listen. Have you ever listened or have you ever heard? So now I have a question for you as we are talking about separation, anxiety, and to build a community. So what plays important role to build a community? When you listen or when you feel like you are heard? Do you have any idea? Do you want to share? There is nothing, no need to be stressed, okay? There is nothing that I'm going to ask you question or anything, but I just want to feel easy and comfortable so that you are able to listen to yourself and you are heard within yourself. That is the most important motive. Because we all are here, even though it looks like we are here to do program, but more than that, important is you yourself, not me. That is the most important part, what we all have to understand. So how many have you known about separation? Do you know what means separation? I think you are a little bit shy. Or do you want again Malcolm to sing a song? Yeah, do you want to share or not? Like otherwise, what we can do is like we can make groups so that you yourself can lead, one of you can share. So would you mind making groups within yourself? So can you do? Yeah, you can find, you can choose whomever you want. So now your group can discuss what is your understanding about separation and how can we build community. So who is ready to share? Which group is ready to share now? Maybe they need a mic. Yeah.
We got another mic. Who wants to take the mic?
Who is ready to take mic?
They're
Here,
still discussing. She's ready.
this group.
Ladies first, then I got you next, okay?
Um, we said we said separation is something like you're disconnecting yourself from a person or a specific thing.
Okay, thank you. So separation, creation, like within the disconnection, isn't it? So how many of you know each other at this moment? Oh, you want to say that group? Then we'll ask.
I'm sorry, what was the question again?
So how many of you have felt disconnection within yourself?
Have faith?
Yeah,
Faith?
faced.
Oh, faith kitchen. Oh, yeah, definitely a lot. There's been a family member like my cousin. One, he moved, but he did like something weird to me, so I had to disconnect myself from him.
Mhm.
He was following the wrong path, so I had to be the bigger person and separate myself from him.
So why you felt like separating from himself? What was the moment you felt really like I have to separate?
It was just what he did, like he wasn't following the right path at all. So I'm not saying it's not like I won't talk to him again, but right now in my life, like
You felt like this is the right moment, like I should be disconnected.
exactly.
So you need space. That is
Exactly,
like
yeah.
about, that is more about you need space at this moment.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And others? Can I ask you another question? So at this moment, how many of you have mobile or laptops with you? So if I say, can you please leave all your tools behind? How will you feel at this moment? Are you ready for that? Yes? No? You're anxious. Okay. So others, same? So you feel like you can't be away from your tools, from mobile or laptop? Or what actually is happening? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Uh, so maybe for 5 minutes or 1 minute is fine? Okay. So when you wake up early in the morning, what is the first thing you do in the morning time? Where where does your mobile sleep when you are sleeping? Next to you? So how many of your mobiles also sleep together with you? Okay. So that makes you happy or secure, or what, why actually you want to sleep with mobile? What is the reason behind that? Don't know. Do you want to say? So now today, as we are talking, isn't like, so what actually you do is like not only sleeping with mobile. So then what actually you do? You open your first thing is like you scroll your mobile in the morning. How many of you have habit of scrolling mobile? All of you. Okay. So what type of information you get early in the morning? Do you scroll only one thing or many things at the same time? Many. So when you scroll so many things at the same time, do you feel anxious? No? You feel anxious, okay. Some of them don't feel anxious. So within that so many information while you are scrolling your mobile, so which one do you really feel like authentic? Do you really feel like you are really getting the information what is needed for you or not? No. So the first thing itself is like it might not sound good for you because you all are so much fan of mobiles. But it's still the first thing itself is like you yourself are separating from you because you feel so safe, so secure, or so happy to someone be with you is like someone is not physically, that mobile, that technology is with you. And that is where you are already creating separation within yourself. And that makes you already away from you yourself. As most of you yourself are like psychology student and you know more than me, I'm sure, in classroom also how your brain function works. And not only that, what it happens is like when you are not aligned within you yourself, your own mind and heart, there is separation. Because already scrolling so many things, you had already like said a projection in your mind, and the belief system already works in a very different way, and you want to know what actually who you are, what actually you want. That is where we have to be aware. And I can't just say like, oh, from now you don't scroll mobile. If I say also you want to listen, I know. But the first step itself, like if you all are open, would you mind taking some moment for yourself away from mobile even for 1 second? How many of you can bring all your laptop and mobile in front here? Can you do? Are you open? If anyone are open, it's not forceful, okay? Whoever are feeling comfortable at this moment. Yeah, one is here. Yeah, okay. Just listen to yourself, your own heart. There is nothing to force. Just whatever you feel right for yourself. Okay, thank you, everyone. So now, just observe your own mind, your own sensation. If you are open, can you please close your eyes and just relax? Inhale, exhale. Just observe. So many thoughts are arising at this moment, as you all are used to with your mobile, with your lovely friend. But still, within that sensation where you are feeling separate at this moment with your own mobile, just relax. Focus on your breath. Inhale, exhale. There is nothing to worry. There is nothing to worry. Just relax. Let it be. Don't force yourself to stop your thoughts. I know it's all new for you all at this moment. But even within this newness, just focus on your breath. Breath is where you are aware, you are mindful every moment. And breath is yours. You are not separate from your breath. The moment when the breath stops, then you are separate, your body is separate. Just relax. Now, slowly, slowly, allow yourself to feel the present moment, where you are alive. You are in your body, you are in your mind, you are in your heart. This is the moment for you. Slowly, slowly, your own breath, which was so anxious, so curious, lots of questions arising in your mind. Just let that all be silent and just focus on your breath. Breathe in and out. You might feel, I have been breathing every time, but still, this is the moment where you are aware of your own breath. Exhale, inhale. The way how your own tool works. You are physically present, but still mentally absent are the times when you are scrolling every moment your screen. You are there, but you are not there because within your own separation, within your own illusion, within your own confusion, you have set yourself just like a machine. And that's where you are disconnected with your community. First of all, you are disconnected with yourself. Then you are disconnected with community. Just relax. How beautiful you are. How beautiful this moment is. You are your own God. You are your own star. Everything flows from you, within you. Just relax. Every sensation is flowing from you, not from others. Every creation, separation, anxiety flows from you when you are not able to be in present moment. Just relax. Slowly, slowly, you can open your eyes. Just be back in your body, in your mind, in your heart. This is your moment. How does it feel to be silent for a moment? Are you happy at this moment now? Is it relaxing? So now, can we all walk together mindfully Just the way how you were observing your breath, same like that. Just walk mindfully, observe your steps. When you are anxious, what can you do? How can you do for that? You don't need anything. Focus on your breath, focus on your steps. So you yourself are tool for every solution, and solution is within you, not outside you. And it happens from you, not from others. So are you all open to walk together around here, even 5 steps? Let's start walking together. But this moment, open your eyes, but observe your own steps mindfully. Just be aware. There will be sharing moment afterwards within your friends, but now this is your time. Just focus on yourself. Maybe we can walk here. Yeah, we all have been walking every moment, but still, I just want you to focus on your step. Just observe your step, observe your mind state, how you are feeling now. When you do things mindfully, when you walk, how you feel. So, this moment, are you physically present only or mentally also present? If somebody is willing to walk around outside, also can walk alone. But this moment, please don't share anything with your friend so that you have some moments for yourself. So if you want to take your seat back, you want to be back wherever you feel comfortable, you can choose your own place. Slowly, just inhale, exhale. Now again, focus on your breath. Just relax. Are you all relaxed? So now, again, I just want you to observe and feel yourself. When you close your eyes and just focus on your breath, how you feel. And another is when you open your eyes and focus on your breath, how you feel. You have to experience yourself. So take a moment, just close your eyes and just focus on your breath. Inhale, exhale, nothing more than that. So if you are ready now, you can open your eyes and just observe your breath. Inhale, exhale. So now I will ask you a question. If you are open to share your own experience, how you are feeling at this moment now, just being mindful, breathing mindfully, walking mindfully, how you experience yourself. Does anyone wants to share?
I feel like throughout the day you have so much stuff going on in your head that like really causes you to stress out like about a lot of stuff. But I feel like when you genuinely take time to yourself and like you're like I feel like it brings peace to your mind, you know what I mean? So I feel like that genuinely made me feel calm down and like get rid of all these thoughts that were going on in my head and just focusing within myself and my breathing and just like having that peace of mind.
Thank you. And others? Does anyone wants to share?
So recently, I've been meditating,
Mm.
so I can compare that feeling to this right now. You know, closing your eyes, just being at peace with yourself, it definitely helps.
Yeah, thank you. And others? Okay, she wants to share.
I'm the oldest of like my sisters, so I feel like I take on a lot with like responsibility and with like my parents counting on me to do it.
Mm.
So I don't really have time to like take care of myself, and I feel like this helped me like a lot with just like getting more peace to my mind and just relaxing and having time for just myself. So I feel like that helped me a lot.
Thank you. So does anyone wants to share? You want to say? Mm. Mm. Yeah, thank you. So now, according to your own experience, how important it is to have time for oneself peacefully without any validation, without any technology or tools. It's so important. You know, for that you already understood we don't need anything to do whenever you are in classroom or even whenever you are in house, or if there is anything you are tense or something, just take a moment, just you can feel, focus on your breath. For that you don't need to go anywhere while you are studying, also while you are in classroom also, just can feel, you know, or maybe sometime you might feel awkward, oh I have to close my eyes and focus on breathing. That moment also, at least you can focus on your own breath. So does it sound good to you all now? Are you all happy? So we did two things. One is like mindfully, like just focus on breathing. And another also we did was like mindful walking. So we all walk every time, isn't it? But still, when we observe our steps, when we are grounded, how did you feel about that? Did you feel grounded or stressed or calm? How did you feel when you were walking around mindfully? What was your experience? You want to share? Yeah.
I kind of just felt like more conscious of everything, I feel like a lot of the time you just tend to go through the motions of everything and not
Mm.
like actively experience everything that's happening around you. So even as I was taking my steps, I could feel each part of my foot touching the ground. I
Mm.
could hear everyone around me also breathing and thinking about their own steps.
Mm.
So it just made me a lot more conscious.
Yeah. So, isn't it like how much awareness is important? So, what actually is mindfulness, maybe you all know, is about moment to moment of awareness and moment to moment of balance also. When we are walking mindfully, then we are so much aware, so conscious, oh, maybe, something might get wrong. So moment to moment of awareness and moment to moment of balance is what is needed in our life, in our daily life. It doesn't mean like this moment we are aware and balanced doesn't mean like we will be aware and balanced next moment. So it's all normal, it's natural, No one is perfect, no one is absolute. That's where when we start not judging ourselves, then we are not disconnected with ourselves and others. The moment we start judging, oh, if I share what will happen, what she will say, then see already like we are so much aware and anxious, then within that we lose ourselves. So it's all okay to be anxious also. It's all okay to be sad, to cry, not to share. All this is all normal, natural flow. So that is what we have to understand. And in this way, within the acceptance, we are able to build community. Like it's not only about building community, but most important is like you are able to be whole in yourself. To be whole in yourself, you should not judge yourself. So the first step itself is like stop judging yourself, because it happens as a human being. Most of the time we start judging ourselves. Even at this moment, it might happen like someone is sitting on another is like, oh, why I'm not feeling like that, why I'm sharing. It happens, it's all natural and normal. I can't say like, oh, why you are feeling that way. So we should not think in that way. We should not feel in that way. And all whatever feelings and thoughts, emotions we are carrying and we are holding is all natural. It's all normal. So that is where if you try to accept yourself, the moment you really accept this is me, I'm here as a human body, human mind, human spirit, human heart. So every single being has flaws, and that's all normal and natural. So that's how you have to remind yourself, if I'm anxious at this moment also, that's all okay. Nothing is there to worry or to grasp or to hold. In this way, you will be able to live your life happily and peacefully. Again, I'm reminding you, happily and peacefully doesn't mean like every time we are laughing and laughing. We are just accepting ourselves every second, every moment within awareness and balance. So are you all happy this moment now? Yes. So now I just saw there like there is drinks. So we now practice how we eat mindfully. So are you all open for that? Can you just take any like food or drinks, whatever you like? Just take a moment. It's not like you all haven't been eating every moment we all eat, but this is the moment to eat mindfully. So are you all open for that? Yes? So take your time. Decide yourself whatever you want to eat or drink. It's your own choice. Just focus on yourself. Eat mindfully, take a moment. Just feel like this is my moment. I just take time to eat, to be in yourself. Don't worry. I think Fernando's or will send you all the notes after.
I'm going to take advantage of this moment to make two announcements.
Okay, yeah, okay. Sure.
I'm going to take advantage of this moment to make a couple of announcements. So, number one, towards the end of the event, there are some QR codes at that table that would allow you to get completion for your participation in the event. So make sure that as you exit or towards the end of the program, that you scan those QR codes so that you can get your participation for the event, and you can also give us feedback as well. In addition to that, this presentation would also have a separate QR code, and that's for a calendar schedule that will be available today from 12 noon to 2 p.m. We will have 15-minute periods where you will have the opportunity to meet one-on-one with Sajana. If you're sensing, if you're feeling that you would like to speak to her on a one-on-one basis, we have some 50-minute slots that will be available if you're on campus between 12 and 2. We will be at the lawn right next to the bookstore. Do you know where the bookstore is at? So we'll be right there at a table, and you can come and join us and just have a conversation with her. So if you're interested in that, there'll be a QR code displayed here at the screen, and then you can just select the time if you'd like to do that.
Are you ready? Are you all ready? Or maybe someone has just started to eat also. How are you all feeling this moment, sharing food with each other? How does it feel to eat all together? How are you feeling? Happy or stressed? Yeah, how are you feeling? It looks like it's picnic time now. So are you happy to be included? Are you all happy to be included? Isn't it like small act of love and kindness can really impact a lot? So that's why loving kindness, have you heard about the word loving kindness or not? Yes, isn't it? So loving kindness comes from outside or from you yourself. How can you love? If you love yourself, you are able to love, or if others love you, you are able to love yourself. Love comes from within or outside? Within. So now this moment, love is flowing within or outside? Within. So we all are happy now at this moment. Even I'm happy to be with you all together. So love is flowing from here. Within that love, because I'm happy this moment, this love is self-love. Coming, flowing from here, self-love. And what is happening? It's multiplying as compassion. So we all are here compassionately happy together, eating together, accepting each and every one together. Isn't it? Like, it doesn't mean like, oh, some of you might feel like, oh, it's not like that. So many thoughts are arising in me, but how can you include me? That's not true. Even whatever state you are, whatever emotion are flowing at this moment, within this moment, we all as whole, from every individual as whole, we are creating community, compassion. Within this compassion is benefiting for not only one person or one being, but for all. That is what means compassion. So even our one single act, our word, or our awareness can benefit not only me or personal one, but still to all. So that when you are clear within every essence, because that was beautifully shared by him, like he needed space at this moment. Your friend shared, isn't it? Isn't like he had shared that point? So that also is from compassion, because he felt that moment, this moment he needs space. You need space doesn't mean like you don't like others or you are disliking others or other environment. Sometimes it's very, very important for us to be clear within ourselves what I choose every moment. That's what you all have to understand, okay? Every moment comes from within that, like when you are not able to share and be clear within yourself, your mind will be just like storeroom, so much things going on. Then next day you might feel like, oh, I'm having headache. So that's why be clear with yourself every moment. Clarity is very important. If you are not clear within yourself every moment, then you have anxiety, you have so much pressure, but same time I'm telling, anxiety doesn't mean like we hate that. No, just accepting that anxiety also as friend. When you are able to realize that, be clear and realize anxiety is also leading, showing me the path, wants attention, something is needed for me, for my body, for my mind, because most of the time, as we have already talked about, when we are not clear within ourselves, we try to find lots of validation from outside. And that lots of validation itself is creating so much anxiety knowingly and unknowingly. We might not be aware what is happening to us. And at the end, we just blame ourselves. Oh, what is happening to me? You know, why I'm not so clear? What is happening? That's where clarity is very important. And as I already mentioned, loving kindness and compassion is where you can practice, cultivate, embrace love to yourself, self-love to yourself and to others. So this moment, I just would like everyone to be open to share some kind word with each other. So you can share with your friends, okay? So are you open for that? To practice loving kindness and same time compassion. Are you open for that? Yes? So you can share with your friends, or if you want to speak loud also, you can do it. Decide yourself whatever you want to do. Do you want to go to your friend and talk with your friend, or you just want to share loud some loving kindness words? Mm. Yeah. Oh, wait.
About 10 more
Oh, no.
minutes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
10 more minutes. So I'm thinking maybe we can take some questions. If we
Yeah,
have any
yeah, okay,
questions or something.
okay. So did you took your moment? Are you all fine now? Surely you shared with your friends some loving kindness word. So that's how we practice loving kindness. Meditation is also like what you wish for yourself and for others. Even for that, a simple reminder is, as we are more in anxiety topic, so we can say, may I be happy. So would you mind repeating? Would you mind repeating together? May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. May I live with ease. That was you practice for you yourself. Same thing will be repeated for others. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you live with ease. Then when we want to practice for all of us together instead of you, then now we are talking about not only us, for all beings together. So are you all open for that now? Yes. May we all be happy. May we all be healthy. May we all be safe. May we all live with ease. So we can do that for our loved ones, for ourselves, and for others. So will you practice that now? Not just now. So that's how we can practice loving kindness and compassion for all. Within that, you are ease with yourself. Because first of all, if you don't practice to yourself, you are not open to yourself. And how can you share love and compassion to others? So whenever you are in college also, you can take time with your friends, share things, share some loving words, so wish for the benefit of is what we can practice, okay? So now another topic is like, I know that we have limited time. So how many of you practice gratitude? Yeah. Isn't that so beautiful to practice? How you feel practicing gratitude? I am grateful to you. Does it sound right? Does it sound beautiful? That's what, when you wake up early in the morning, if it is possible, instead of scrolling screen, just wake up early in the morning. Be grateful to Mother Earth. That is the first thing. Because Mother Earth, Mother Nature loves each and all of us equally. There is no separation from nature. It doesn't matter who you are, either you are dog, you are animal, like plants or flowers, everything for now in the eyes and heart of Mother Nature, everything is equal. She loves each and everyone equally. So for you to practice non-separation within yourself, you can practice and remind yourself, I'm a part of this universe, I'm a part of this lovely Mother Earth. So will you be ready to do that? So this is all whatever we can do. If I wish there was like so long day, then we would have practiced more and more, because we have limited time, and within limited time, we have to talk and practice, because I believe in understanding, not like I understand for myself. I really believe like everything should be understood and felt and heard from you yourself, because most of the time what it happens is like when we feel like we are not heard, there are so many things which we want to share, and when you are open to share, then all of a sudden someone just judges you, then you feel you are not heard, and that's where disconnection happens. So at that moment, if you feel like, oh no, if I share I would be judged, at least you can share to yourself. Just write gratitude, practice gratitude journal. It doesn't matter like you have to write only I'm grateful. Whatever your emotions are flowing, how the day was, you can, before going to bed also, just empty your space. Space and time is very important for everyone. If we are not spacious within ourselves, then we are disconnected with ourselves and disconnected with others also, because we are more talking about non-separation and wholeness. What we have to understand, like everything starts from us. That's a very simple reminder. Me, myself, sometimes I might judge myself also. I start judging myself, it happens. So that's how like you practice, you have to practice all those things from you yourself. So are you all ready for that? Do you all feel right? Yes? So before you, there is like open session. I will Om 5 times. I want you all also to Om. It's not related to any aspect. It's just like we are talking about vibration. Before our program started, your little bird already sang a song. It was not like particularly like, oh, now we are in entertainment field, It's about vibration, energy is so important for us. Even surely you all also love music so much. So can we just end our session oming together, just practicing loving kindness and being grateful for this moment. I'm really grateful to be with you all, and I'm so happy to be here together. It was really, really lovely being with you all together. You all are so lovely, beautiful creatures. We all are lovely, beautiful creatures. So let's celebrate this moment, oming together 5 times. Okay? Are you all ready? Yes? Okay. So you can decide yourself. Either you want to close eyes and om, or you om, it doesn't matter. Thank you, everyone. Just I want to pray for the benefit of all beings together, okay? May all beings be always happy. May all beings be free from all sufferings. May all beings be liberated. May all we be united in the universal love of oneness. Thank you. Thank you. Now it's open for you all. If you have any questions, if you want to share anything, you are just feel free to share or ask whatever you want. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. You may go back to your madness.